Welcome everyone who's come out today, those members of the assembled media, those tuning in on NBA TV Canada, and also to a number of our employees who have come out to welcome Rudy Gay as the newest Raptor. Welcome. You know, I like when players call me out occasionally, and when I first spoke with Rudy the other night after the trade had been consummated, he asked me point blank, why didn't you just draft me in the first place? Well, we got you. One way or the other, we got you. And we're very pleased, obviously, to have this announcement today. You know, looking back at the blueprint that we've been working off of to build this team, you know, it's been a plan that has had strategic decision-making involved. One of the things that we outlined was this very precise type of acquisition. We talked about a dynamic wing scorer, a guy with great potential in terms of his athleticism and talent. And, you know, interestingly, you know, there were 3 targeted names right there. And one of those names was Rudy Gay. And, you know, we worked hard and long at this. This has been an ongoing dialogue. But when you target someone and you have conversations with teams, it's not easy. It's not easy to make transactions. But when this one comes through, we're very pleased to, you know, to see this happen. Obviously, feel like Rudy immediately raises the talent level of our team. We feel like we're on our way. We have been building slowly, which is always the case, but this certainly accelerates that process, and that's something that we talked about early in this year. It wasn't going to happen overnight, but you know, again, when you looked at the pieces that we had in place at the beginning of the year, as much as we're going to miss the leadership and professionalism and contributions of someone like Jose Calderon, the reality is that that contract was a valuable trade asset, and it was intended to be used in this fashion. So with that, I'm going to let Coach say a few words, just some general comments about the acquisition, and then we'll pass it over to Rudy and then open it up for your comments.
I'm going to be very brief because Rudy's broke my heart so many times over the years and been in the same conference before down in when I was in Dallas, so faced him a lot. Know what he can do offensively and defensively. He's a unique talent as far as being able to score the basketball. But his versatility is going to be huge for us, especially down the stretch of games. Gives us another option to have to go to in the closing of games. But we're excited. Not only is Rudy a class basketball player, he's a class person. And that's something that's going to be evident in our community and around our program. But we're excited to have Rudy.
I just want to say thanks to everybody that's came out today. You know, when I heard about the trade, it was just, it was whirlwind. You know, I've been in Memphis for 6.5 years, and you know, you know, when I first heard about it, first thing I did was call Kyle Lowry, which is like a brother to me, and he said, you know, if you come here, we can do some big things. And you know, from then on, I was comfortable with the whole situation. But you know, just with I just want to come here and try to be the hardworking, you know, veteran that this team I think needs. You know, obviously with losing Jose and Ed Davis, you know, Jose, which was a vet and was a class act and did a lot for this city. Just try to do, you know, half of the things he did for the city, and you know, on the court, just try to do everything I know I can do. So, you know, I just want to say thank you, and you know, let's go Raps.
Sportsnet.
How you doing?
Question for you. When you first heard of the trade, I mean, obviously Brian Colangelo said he's been after you since 2006. Have you been aware at all of the courtship he's had for you all this time, and just knowing that you're wanted? I mean, it's not easy to be traded, but to know how badly that he's wanted you?
No. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, I've had a couple good games here, so. But other than that, you know, it's just good to be wanted, you know, and to start over in an organization where they, you know, reached out and tried to get you, you know, and I feel like I've been drafted again, you know. I get on him because he didn't draft me, but, you know, it's almost like another draft, almost. almost like another draft.
Hey, Rudy, it's Doug Smith, the Toronto Star. You're coming from a program in Memphis where you were surrounded with a lot of good players, Mark, Zach. What do you think about Dwayne's perception of you being the go-to guy and the number one option on this team?
Well, you know, I've been in Memphis for, 6.5 years, as you know, and you know, I like to say I was part of building that team to where they are now. And, you know, I think it's good the fact that I've been through that and I've known what it's like to, you know, not be in the playoffs and then actually getting a chance to play in the playoffs and being able to see the team grow. I feel like I know how to win now. You know, I know how to get the team to play, and you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to come in the league and know that, but it took me a little while, and I feel like I'm a better player and a better person because of it.
National Post, welcome to Toronto. Your name was dragged through a lot of rumors, especially this past year. Did that wear on you at all, and is it a relief in some way to have that stop?
I'd like to sit here and say no, it didn't wear on me, but you know, of course it does. You know, this is you know, it's my livelihood. You know, this is basketball. It's what I do for a living, and you know, professionally, no, I tried to go out there and just be the best professional I could be, but you know, it is a lot of relief that comes with being here. You know, and talking to BC and talking to Coach Casey, and you know, just them reassuring me that you know they're going to make sure that I'm comfortable here. It means a lot to me.
Akil Augustine, NBA TV. Coach Casey's system is one defense first. Everyone knows that. Do you look at this as kind of an opportunity to show people, because we know you're a great offensive player, the other parts of the game that people may have knocked?
Well, I mean, you know, I think that's not as fair as you know. I mean, it's a lot of things that's not fair, but you know, as if you look back, you see at the end of the games, I guard the best players. So I think I take that challenge. So I mean, that really, you know, none of that really mattered to me what people said, because I know at the end of the day I want to win, and whatever it takes, whether it's stopping, whether it's hitting the last shot, I'll be the person to do it. Thank you.
Rudy, James Cebulski from TSN Radio. I hope you brought a jacket. But
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I hope you brought a jacket here.
Oh, yeah. I only have one, though, so you're going to see that a lot.
Bundle up. What makes a good leader, and are you that guy?
What makes a good leader? Well, it's just what takes to be a good leader, I think, is not just showing it on the court. It's off the court. And, you know, standing in front of the team and more than anything, you know, accepting when you're wrong. I think good leaders always accept when they're wrong and listen to their teammates and take constructive criticism. And, you know, I can take it just as well as I can dish it out. So I think
Matthew Shinetti from TSN. Welcome. I want to know, how does your relationship with Kyle benefit your getting used to the whole climate here and really getting into Coach Casey's system pretty quickly?
I don't know if it helps at all knowing Kyle. You know, no, it's you know, it's going to help me so much. You know, me and Kyle are like brothers, and you know, just as much as I want him to see him succeed, he wants to see me succeed. So, you know, you have somebody in your corner like that, along with Coach Davis and you know, people I've been around before. You know, it's going to be an easy transition.
Hi, Rudy. It's Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
How you doing?
It's a team game, but there are that idea of a franchise player. Do you feel like you can be that person?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think more than anything, the franchise person has to understand that it's a team game, you know. And I'm not coming here just to score a lot of points. I'm coming here to make my teammates better. And we have a lot of great. I'm not coming here to lessen anybody's role or anything. I'm just here to, you know, just make this team better. And some nights that might be scoring points, some nights that might be assisting, some nights it might be rebounding. But as long as those W's keep adding up. I was born for it. Tiger blood. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's like I said before. It's you know, I've been in situations and I've seen you know, the other end of winning. And, you know, I've come from a winning team. I've seen the other end of it, and I've been a part of it, and I know how to win now. So I think that's going to help me out a lot.
Rudy, you've touched on your relationship with Kyle. Can you just go a little deeper into, how far back you two guys go and how you guys became so close?
I played him my junior year in high school in a tournament. He's from Philly. I'm from Maryland, so it's like an hour and a half away. I played him actually before that, 8th grade in AAU. And I was looking at him like, damn, this kid, he is fast. And he was looking at me like, man, this kid is tall, so. Well, obviously, we the AAU circuit and then playing in the same conference in college and then, getting drafted to the same team. It's like whenever you go into unfamiliar situations, you look for that one familiar face, and it's always been Kyle. So, he's my best friend by default.
And not to keep going on about Kyle, but he's now the focus at the point guard position. From your experience with him, what dimension is he going to add to this team?
Well, make his job easier, and not just him. DeMar and Andrea, is just make their job easier. I just want to, I just want to add another. I think I am adding another aspect to this team where people will have to prepare for it. Rather than just loading up on those guys, they have to prepare for me also, and it's not easy to do that.
Hi, Rudy. I'm Priya Sankaran with CBC News Toronto. Just a question. I know you're here in Toronto to play basketball, but what do you think of Toronto? What have you heard about it, and what are you excited to sort of enjoy here as well?
Well, when I got off the plane, I thought it was cold, really cold. But other than that, it's different. It's definitely different. When I came here to work out for the team, it was just like, nothing I ever experienced. And, it's in coming here and playing is, I enjoyed more and more of it, got to see more and more of it. And, I'm definitely happy with being here. Yeah, and that's great. I see myself as as a different kind of individual, can kind of fit in any crowd, and to be here with so many different cultures, it fits right into what I like to do.
Just looked up the weather in Baltimore. It's cold, and Storrs, Connecticut, too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me, man. I just always go to cold cities.
Hey, Rudy. Rob Wong from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Just curious, you've been in the league 6.5 years now, and obviously you're one of the more talented players in the league. Do you feel that there's another level for you to take? You're getting into the prime of your career right now.
I definitely do. And I think I can do it here. I think I have a lot more to give. Being in a system in Memphis, I wouldn't say limits me, because we won a lot of games, and that's what it's about. But I think I definitely played into a system, well, a different system.